Good morning. I'm Pastor Corby Johnson, and I'm so glad you joined me for Devotions in the Proverbs. Today is Wednesday, June 2nd, 2021, and today's proverb is a section from Proverbs 18, verses 1 through 4. If this is your first time with us, I suggest that you just lay your own Bible aside because I do use different versions of the Bible, and I find that if people are trying to keep up or read with me, and the words are different, the meaning gets kind of muddled. So I hope you enjoy our time together and enjoy this version of Proverbs 18. An unfriendly person cares only about himself or herself. He makes fun of all wisdom. A foolish person does not want to understand anything and only enjoys telling others what he or she thinks. Do something evil and people won't like you. Do something shameful and they will make fun of you. Understanding people's words is as hard as getting water out of a deep well. But understanding wisdom is an easy way to get water from a flowing stream. That's a wonderful image, isn't it? The image of the well. And I don't know about you, but I always think of the well that has brick or rock around. It has little eaves on it with a bucket hanging from a rope. And you undo the rope and you lower the bucket into the water till you hear it splash. And then you start hoisting that fresh, clean water right back out of the well. If you've never had water out of a well, oh my, you're in for a treat if you ever have that pleasure. I think we had the sweetest well in Clayton County right on our farm. So I want you to imagine knowing someone who thinks of himself or herself first. They think they know everything, but wisdom is far from their minds and their hearts and their lips. This person is very self-centered and is quick to point out faults of others. Knowing that someone who only thinks of him or herself. As an activity, I would like you to think about that process of getting water from a well. You need a pulley system of some sort. One end of the rope is tied to the bucket because you don't want to lose that bucket and you tie it nice and tight. And the other end is looped over a pulley and the rest of the rope is on the ground. So you put the rope, slack the rope, and the bucket goes down into the water and hits the water. You can hear it. And then you gently bring that bucket right back up to where you're standing. So I wonder if you've ever had the pleasure of doing that, of bringing water up from a well. It does take planning, most definitely. It takes planning, and it takes materials, and it takes intelligence to make all of those things happen with the bucket and the rope and the splash of the water as the bucket hits the water. Wisdom is as easy as getting water from a flowing stream. Now, it does take an awful lot to get a bucket of water out of the ground, doesn't it? But a flowing stream, all you need is a cup, and you just dip that water right out of the flowing stream. Sometimes life makes you think, and sometimes life is easy. As an action today, if you have a stream near you, get a glass or a bucket to catch some water. If not a stream, then turn on the faucet and let the water run into and overflow the glass. Your glass is not half full or half empty, but your glass is literally overflowing with water. We call Jesus the living water because Jesus' love overflows onto us. And as we are followers, the hope is that Jesus' love would flow from us into others, that we would all go down the stream of life together. Our focus verse today is verse 18. An unfriendly person cares only about himself. Have you ever been in the situation where you needed help getting that water out of the bucket or getting the bucket down to the water? Surround yourself with friendly people that have love for you and love for others. God's blessings, and I will see you tomorrow.